Listing your short-term rental on Booking.com? Don't do it until you understand how you'll actually get paid, because Booking.com handles payouts differently than Airbnb or Vrbo, and those differences matter. Today we're breaking down what every short-term rental host needs to know about Booking.com payouts, how they work, when to expect your money, and what fees to anticipate. If you're considering listing your property or wondering why your payout hasn't come through, this video is your step-by-step guide to getting paid on time and on your terms. Booking.com offers two payout models. Either they handle the payment on your behalf, or you collect it directly from tenants. Most hosts choose payments by booking. With this option, Booking.com collects payment from guests and sends the money to you after the stay. It's simple, secure, and hands-off. The alternative is letting guests pay at the property, cash or card, but this option shifts more responsibility onto you, including managing no-shows and fraud risks. You'll also need a way to process payments. Most properties either have a property management system or a simple card terminal. A PMS like Uplisting is a software that connects to your Booking.com account to handle both reservations and payments seamlessly. For hosts who value predictability, Payments by Booking is the clear favorite. Once Booking.com collects payment, they send it to you based on your preferred payout method. You can receive payouts by a bank transfer or through a virtual credit card. Most hosts go with direct bank transfers for ease and clarity. Virtual credit cards are common in high-volume hospitality operations, but they require extra processing and may involve fees from your payment processor. Choosing the right method upfront helps you stay on top of your finances with fewer surprises. Now you may be wondering, when does Booking.com pay hosts? Booking.com host payment schedules vary depending on your arrangements, but they follow predictable patterns. First, you have weekly payouts. If you're on a weekly payout schedule, Booking.com processes payments every Thursday for completed stays from the previous week. You should see the funds hit your account within a few business days, depending on your bank. Then there's monthly payouts. For hosts on a monthly schedule, payouts are sent by the 15th of the following month. This means completed stays for March, for example, will be paid by April 15th. But beware, there can be common causes of delayed payouts, such as banking errors and dispute system glitches. Let's talk about the costs. Booking.com operates on a commission model, typically between 15 to 25% per reservation. Unlike other platforms, guests don't pay a service fee, so the full commission comes from your side. You can add cleaning fees or damage deposits, but the core commission is non-negotiable. And if you choose to accept virtual credit cards, expect to incur additional transaction fees from your payment processor. Let's be honest, things don't always go smoothly in the world of short-term rentals, and payouts are no exception. The most common payout issue stems from incorrect bank info, unresolved guest disputes, or missing tax documents. Booking.com requires all financial details to be verified before releasing funds, and delays often come down to skipped steps in the onboarding process. It's always important to remember that you're responsible for taxes. Booking.com doesn't collect or remit them for you in most cases. If you do encounter payout problems, here's how to address them. Check banking details. Ensure your bank account information, IBAN, and routing numbers in the Booking.com extranet are accurate. Small errors can block transfers. Maintain through documentation. Save records of communication with Booking.com, including emails, chat transcriptions, and screenshot of extranet updates. Reach out across channels. Use Booking.com's email support, phone lines, and extranet support tools. Persistence often pays off. And join host communities. Communities like Facebook groups are a helpful resource for advice and shared experiences. Who knows, maybe another host encountered and resolved the same exact problem you're facing. There are a few other things to keep in mind before going all in on Booking.com. Because guests often book without paying up front, you might see a higher rate of cancellations compared to Airbnb or Vrbo. If you're collecting payment at the property, you'll also need to manage chargebacks and refund logistics. And while Booking.com offers excellent visibility, it lacks the in-platform guest communication tools many short-term rental hosts are used to. You'll need a property management system or manual process to fill the gaps. So how does Booking.com compare to other short-term rental platforms? Booking.com doesn't charge guests a separate service fee, which can make your listing appear more affordable at checkout. However, hosts pay a high commission, typically 15% per booking, which is deducted from your payout. In contrast, Airbnb usually charges hosts a 3% fee, with guests paying a separate service fee, often around 14%. Some hosts may opt into the host-only fee model, paying 14 to 16% themselves instead. Vrbo charges either an 8% commission per booking or a flat annual subscription around $4.99, which can be more economical for high-volume listings. Booking.com can drive a high volume of bookings, especially from international travelers, but it often requires more operational oversight. You'll need to manage things like cancellations, guest communications, and damage deposits yourself, unless you're using a property management system or channel manager. If you're aiming to maximize occupancy and are comfortable with a bit more hands-on management, Booking.com can be a strong addition to your revenue mix. Just be ready for the trade-offs. The bottom line, Booking.com offers scale and simplicity, but only if you understand how the payout process works. Armed with the right information, you'll be ready to make the most of Booking.com and your short-term rental arsenal. If this video helped clarify things, hit like, subscribe, and explore more of our content for short-term rental hosts. Thanks for watching.